the decision to design an enterprise geospatial document management application without the need for ActiveX controls, runtimes, or reliance on a particular .NET version, or an external vendor's GIS software, document management software, or licensing requirements also required a decision regarding spatial performance and storage considerations. Although we do support everything from Oracle Spatial, Oracle Locator, Postgres Spatial, SQL Server, SDE, we found that the vector type, for many reasons, was our best choice, the vector file type. That being said, that narrowed us down to 3 choices. And those choices are the dominant ones in the field, which would be the personal database, the file geodatabase, and the shapefile. Without detailing all the technical metrics involved, the measure that held the most weight was full extent rendering performance for many reasons. Frankly, everything else was moot. When investigating the performance comparisons over the internet and many blogs regarding file geodatabase, personal geodatabase, and shapefiles, shapefiles always came in last and were rarely ever considered, if at all. The reasons ranged from the 2 GB size limit and slow attribute queries to the lack of support for topology, annotation, domains, and subtypes. But there were no hard numbers on rendering performance, just a repeated statement that geodatabases were faster than shapefiles, so we decided to do our own testing. The testing was basic. We were comparing the times for the San Diego County parcel database using a shapefile format, file geodatabase, and personal geodatabase. Each of the formats contained about 1.0 parcels for the entire county. The test was run about 20 times for each format with the highs and lows thrown out. And the machine we used was a Dell 490 Windows 7 64-bit with 24 gigs of RAM. And we're also using ARC 9.2. We have tested this on 10. It makes no difference at all. So let's start with the personal geodatabase. We have a stop clock in the upper right. We will start the rendering and start the clock. Okay, so for the personal geodatabase, we have about 39.9 seconds to render a full extent of parcels that are about 1.4 million parcels. Okay, so let's reset our clock, and let's do the same thing for our file geodatabase. We'll start the rendering and start the clock. Okay, the file geodatabase rendered at about 51.14 seconds. And our last one will be the shapefile. Reset the clock, pick the shapefile, and start the render. Okay, and our shapefile was 10.35 seconds, so it's considerably faster. Thank you for watching our performance test, and we will have more videos on our strategy for deploying a GIS application enterprise-wide on everybody's desk.